Before I met Christ, I was a mess.
I was drinking, partying a lot.
And just really busy, made my life as busy as I could, so I wasn't bored. And
I was in the clubs all the time, drinking.
Before I found Christ, I was a drunk.
Well, I always thought I was a good person and thought, I was doing good things, but
I was lost, but I didn't know what to recognize as being lost even.
I didn't really know the Lord like I needed to know Him. Didn't realize that He really loved me.
I drank a lot every night.
Filling voids that were in my life.
I was violent. I was miserable.
wasn't doing everything the way I was supposed to, but I thought as long as I wasn't doing anything horrible, everything would be okay.
I wanted to come to church for a long time, but at the same time didn't want to because I was afraid of being judged, I guess you'd say, or if I was wearing the right clothes and stuff like that.
I had a lot of anger, a lot of rebellion in me.
Different women all the time, and I just treated them very badly.
When I met my husband, we really got to know Jesus and have a relationship with Him, and that really changed everything.
Phil and I were laying in bed one night and we were, drunk. And before this I was talking to his mother about, why hasn't Phil taken me to church and stuff like that. And so she told him that, I've been talking to her. And he's like, okay, we're going to go to church. And we went to church and we gave our life to God.
That day in church, I just remember, wow, it's like the pastor was talking right to me.
And then in October, I was plastered off tequila and almost hit 2 telephone poles with 2 friends in a vehicle with me. And I said, it can't be no more. So I went down to the altar.
I met Christ, and some friends of mine invited me to a youth service one Wednesday night.
I had some good people in my life that offered that opportunity to come to the bridge, and I went ahead and took them up on the opportunity. Went that Sunday. It's been about a month ago now, and gave my life to God.
And it wasn't until just a handful of years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, that I really realized that God loved me, not just everybody, that He loved me.
It was like He knew exactly what was going on, and it just broke me down. And I had a meeting with the pastor, and he was talking to me in his office, and I gave my life to the Lord right then in his office.
I repented. I left all my drunkenness and anger at the altar.
I thought at that point that I had a relationship with God. I knew God, but I went and I truly experienced Jesus Christ for the very first time. He came into my life.
Made everything a lot different and got to experience His love and His grace and His mercy.
Since then, I've met my wife. We have 3 beautiful children now.
And now I have more self-control, more confidence. He gave me my smile.
Ever since then, my life has just been transformed. I'm busy with the church. I'm involved with things at the church, with people, and I just feel purpose in my life, that I know why I'm alive, and that is to glorify God, to love people, and to just, I'm no longer just existing, but I'm truly living life.
We go to church. I'm very involved. I'm the men's ministry leader there. And
Oh, it's been amazing, and we've been, a lot more involved in, things that God would have us do and reaching other people, and it's just been much better.
One night I was sitting back on the deck out. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, kind of going over my life, going over who I was, what I was, why I was. And that's when Jesus let me realize that He loved me and that I was special to Him. And my relationship with Him has been different and better and still growing, actually, after all these years. So I thank God for that.
And since that point, my life's changed a lot because now I'm living more for the Lord and not really living for myself. Just living in His glory and glorifying Him, and it's been an amazing thing.
And ever since then, I've seen God dealing with me as far as putting me to where He wants me to be, like in missions, just helping people and being a different, seeing God in me as far as where I was an anger drunk before to where I'm an energetic, lively, godly person now.
if God can take me from where I was at and bring me to where I am now, He can do the same for you.
Am I talking loud enough?
You can talk a little louder.
Should I start over?
Sure.
Oh, you're recording already?
I'll edit it all.
Yeah, sure. I know how you are. I'll see it up there.
Yeah. Perfect.
I love you, Bridge. You guys love me? I know you do.